Hello everybody, good evening. Guys, let's do the drill. Please somebody confirm if my audio is clear.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. And my screen moving. It is not still. You can see this beautiful quote. Okay, a trivia question. Can somebody tell me whose quote is this? Just to break the ice. Yep, Anshul strikes again. Okay, on that note, I think I can begin. So, very well, guys. Fire up workbench. All the norms. Let's create connection. I hope now company database is ready with everybody.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Vivek.
Hello. Sir, actually मेरे को ये पूछना था, every time we log into this SQL work branch,
Uh-huh.
so we have to create a new connection for a different project, or for like particular different project we have to create a new connection, or we'll work in the same connection.
I'll show you. I'll show you. You can. This is root user which you are using.
Okay.
You can create as many connections as you want from here. You see, here it will ask you to create a connection name and then you test connection, set the password, do the drill. So you can do that, but however, it
So,
is not required. You are not dealing with,
so, so ideally, do we create a new connection for different projects, or we go with the same one?
See, for practice sake, I'm telling you. For practice sake, nothing wrong because I can use this local instance, the local connection which you are creating. Anyway, I am not handling data of raw or NASA. Yes or no?
Okay.
So I can create as many databases in one single connection. But when it comes to
Okay.
practically, if I am delivering project of somebody, then I will have to create
Real-time project. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
And sir, I want to ask one more thing. SQL is a structured query language. Okay. And MySQL is a database.
Yes, exactly.
Right. MySQL is a database, and there are many other databases like RDBMS, relational database. And
let's
so,
don't get confused there. I will conduct that theory session for once. That what are the technical jargons
okay.
which are running in this, SQL thing.
Yeah.
SQL
Okay,
is
sir.
language, a structured query language. MySQL is just
Yes.
a DBMS, database management system, and which can provide me, server space and all.
Okay.
So this is one way to communicate with the database. So it can be MySQL, it can be IBM DB2, it can be Microsoft SQL Server, and these are just different service providers.
Okay, sir. And sir, in this SQL, like as we used to do in Python we have data sets, right? Hello.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
Python we have data sets, but in SQL we have tables, and we have relation between those tables, right?
Right.
So here we are dealing with database, not data set, right?
So eventually, when it comes to DQL, essentially I am dealing with the data sets in this database. No, what is database in itself?
Yeah.
It is nothing but collection of several data sets.
Yeah. Okay. It's a collection. Yeah. It's a collection of data sets, right? Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Don't worry, I will come to this. I will conduct one session exclusively for this theoretical definitions and several other concepts, where you
Yeah.
can sit back and relax. I mean, don't relax like you are taking a nap. I mean, you don't
हम्म,
have to do hands-on. You will just have to pay attention to this my screen and what
हाँ
I'm
बाकी
telling
हाँ
you.
उससे थोड़ा कॉन्सेप्ट थोड़ा क्लियर हो जाएगा बाकी.
Definitely, I'll do that. I'll come to that later.
थैंक यू सर.
Okay. Okay. Well, so yesterday we just I walked you through DDL and DML part. Now coming to some DQL, I introduced DQL to you. Somebody's mic is on. Please, if you don't have to say anything, you can turn your mic off. If you need to ask something or you want to communicate with me, very well. Just turn your mic and we can talk. Otherwise, please mute your mic yourself. So we just saw the structure of a DQL. It starts with select, then we go to from. Actually, we should fix the from first, that from which table I am talking to, and then I select that which columns or other things we will see subsequently, which columns I need to see. Then we saw that we can set alias to just to make our result presentable. Let's move ahead to some serious business now. Somebody will not ask you to fetch data from the, that entire data set, which you can do, that select strict or select some columns. So practically it is not about selecting columns. Actually, it is about selecting rows. See that PDF file. Sometimes maybe on an odd day, somebody may tell you that show me first name, last name. Otherwise, more practically and more frequently, you will be facing questions like, get me the data where some condition qualifies. Like, get me the data of only female employees. Yes, I hope makes sense. So, there in the chat box. I will, I'm not doing actually anything on screen. For example, suppose somebody asks me the question that show me details of only those employees who draw salary this much. As it happens, this be the case. On my screen, in the chat box also. So again, if you go to the tables and you check that which table can answer this question, which table contains the salary about people, it is employee table. Employee table has the column salary. Maybe we can do something. So let's freeze these things first. So from employee, I need to select something. What do I need to select? I need to select, okay, it says details. So perhaps I should select everything. And that's where a clause comes, which is where itself. To mention my condition on rows, I should use where clause. How I would write that? Where salary, it is just flat English. क्या बोला है क्वेश्चन है? Salary should be at least 40,000. तो at least को मैथमेटिकली कैसे लिखेंगे? क्या एक्सप्रेशन बनेगा? I want to say that at least इतना हो, इससे ज्यादा हो तो चलेगा. Right. You got it right. Less than and equal to. Don't miss this equal to. This is important, guys. See, when you will be in SQL technical rounds, question है क्या है at least, and you forget this interview. So understand this. You will not be able to justify yourself. Nobody is asking you. You have nobody to bark upon. It is just that तुम्हारा नंबर कट गए and you are out and somebody else is in. इतनी मिस्टेक बहुत होती है तुम्हारा एक नंबर कम करने के लिए. And when there are 50 candidates applying, this one number is, is all the difference between in and out. So salary should be greater than or at the very least equal to 40,000. इससे कम नहीं हो सकता. And terminate. Let's execute this, and I see details of those employees only whose salary is at either 40,000 or more than 40,000. You see, there is somebody whose salary is exactly 40,000. Your answer is going to be different because of that just one single equal to. And this much difference is enough to make difference between in and out. वहां किसको बोलोगे कि एक इक्वल टू तो भूला है मैंने. कोई बात ही नहीं कर रहा ना तुमसे. It is just one online portal. You run your query and your query is submitted. और मार्क्स आ जाते हैं बस सीधे. Okay. So that is where clause where we mention these kind of things. Here in the chat box, try it on your own. Try it on your own and drop me the query in private chat. There it goes. Try to do it on your own and drop me once you have framed the query, drop it in private chat. Okay. Dhananjay, nice. Nice. Komal, correct. Anshul. हाँ देखो. अब आए मेरे दो होनहार आकाश और निखिल, क्योंकि देख नहीं रहे हो क्वेश्चन क्या कह रहा है. जिनसे होना था हो चुका. खैर, अरे देखो, सबसे पहले कल से बता रहा हूँ, वी फिक्स द फ्रॉम फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. क्या कह रहा है क्वेश्चन? सेलेक्ट द रिलेशनशिप ऑफ डिपेंडेंट्स ऑफ सम एम्प्लॉय. एम्प्लॉय का एसेसन हमें पता है. आई नीड टू फाइंड आउट कि उसके डिपेंडेंट से उसकी रिलेशनशिप कैसी कैसी है. तो कौन से टेबल में है ये डेटा? ये हर बार एम्प्लॉय नहीं लगाते. पढ़ लेते हैं क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा. एम्प्लॉय में कहाँ है डिपेंडेंट्स? हाँ जी, तो कहाँ से मिलेगी ये डिटेल? इट इज नॉट इन एम्प्लॉय टेबल, it is actually dependent table. So select from dependent table, and select what? It is asking you to select relationship column. अब आता है clause कि condition क्या थी? Where ESSN should be किसकी चाहिए? वही जो नंबर दिया है, and this employee got 3 dependents, a daughter, spouse and son. ठीक है जी। अभी जिनसे नहीं हुआ, ऐसे कोई हैं जिनसे नहीं हो पाया? ये समझा नहीं कि उसमें कुछ, हालांकि मतलब समझने को कोई लंबी चौड़ी बात थी ही नहीं, बट एनीथिंग। अभिषेक वही डेटा जो कल क्रिएट किया था। ओके, अच्छा, one thing that I confirmed it, you can get these recordings, but not like that, because this is not SOS call like your usual batches. You will receive the recordings. Okay, however, so this is where clause in which we mention conditions. Then there can be several conditions, like in this question. Here it goes. निखिल, हाँ देखो, ये कंफ्यूजन हो सकता है आप लोगों को, बिकॉज you have seen this in Python and R as well, that when I need to check a condition, I have to use double equal to, but it is not the way it works in SQL. SQL uses single equal to for comparison, because of the reason, single equal to से वहां पर क्या करते हो आप Python में, or for that matter in any language, you assign something to a variable name, right? यहाँ पर हम कोई असाइनमेंट तो करते नहीं, तो सिंगल इक्वल टू इज ओनली रिक्वायर्ड फॉर कंपैरिजन ओनली, बाकी और कुछ करने के लिए हमें चाहिए ही नहीं। ठीक है, डिपेंडेंट डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट, नाउ इट इज द लिमिट यार। इसका मतलब डिपेंडेंट टेबल क्रिएट ही नहीं हुआ है। यहाँ पे आपके जो टेबल लिस्ट दिखा रहा है, यहाँ पे देखो ना, डू यू सी डिपेंडेंट टेबल हियर? इसका कोई नाम स्पेलिंग कुछ अलग तो नहीं रख दिया? तो कोड इज ऑलरेडी विद यू पीपल, क्रिएट दैट। I would say use private chat only when I ask. Otherwise, keep it to public, keep it open to everyone so that others know what question was asked and what I am answering. Now, somebody can please drop it to Akash, dependence table create करने के लिए जो code हो. I am sure there are other tables also missing, Akash. Meanwhile, Hanji, what about this question? This question asks multiple conditions actually. If you see it carefully, there are two conditions hidden here. What are they? Yes, exactly, Vivek. We are coming on to that, like you did in R and Python. That's what we have to do. The question says retrieve details of only female employees, and within female employees, only those of the girls who draw a salary of at least 40,000. So select asterisk. This question is coming directly from Bharat Matrimony, it seems. है ना, सुंदर सुशील कन्या, और सैलरी भी 40,000 से ज्यादा होनी चाहिए. खैर, anyway, from which table we can get this data? It is employee table, and where I need multiple conditions now. That one is gender should be female, and at the same time salary should be greater than equal to 40,000. And here we run, and oh my god, we found the girl. There is Jennifer, who qualifies the conditions. Bachelor boys are happy. Within multiple conditions, there can be condition like हाँ जैसे देख चुके हो, it was and condition, and case of condition I want this also true and that also true. So your condition may be, other case can be or condition, like in this case here in the chat box. This time it is or case of conditions. What is the question demands? This time it is saying fetch only female employees, या तो उन एम्प्लॉयज का डेटा आना चाहिए हु आर फीमेल, या फिर उन एम्प्लॉयज का डेटा आना चाहिए हु सैलरी इज मोर देन और एटलीस्ट 40,000. So that is just or case of condition. Everything else is going to be the same. We just have to change the keyword here. This was AND case. This time it is OR case. And if we run this time we see several people qualifying, obviously, because condition is a bit lenient. So either there are female candidates, female employees, or there are those employees whose salary is more than or equal to 40,000. आकाश, कल वाला कोड रन कर लो एक बार शुरू से एंड रिफ्रेश हियर.
हेलो सर.
यस विवेक.
सर हम यहाँ पे एस्ट्रिक क्यों यूज कर रहे हैं सेलेक्ट के बाद? क्योंकि हमको तो एक पर्टिकुलर मतलब जहाँ पे ये होगा वही सेलेक्ट करना है, पूरे सारे रोज थोड़ी सेलेक्ट करने हैं यहाँ पर हम एम्प्लॉयज से.
बताता हूँ. See, it is asterisk we are using to fetch all columns because question says retrieve details of.
Okay.
Now, what do I understand by details? When it is saying details, it should be my cue that it is demanding all the parameters. Condition
Okay.
is not.
Asterisk is for column. Is this for columns, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Select के बाद हम जो
Okay.
we are always mentioning some field या column.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so far so good. So we can handle multiple conditions also. Try a question by yourself there in the chat box. Try doing it yourself. This time, well, there are several combinations of conditions. There are multiple conditions, and on top of that, there are not even two conditions. Komal, okay, great. And Dhananjay, okay. Okay. What is the catch here is the parentheses. जैसा आप लोगों ने किया है किन लोगों ने कोमल धनंजय that is one perfect way to do it. Kudos. निखिल अंशुल जैसा आप लोगों ने किया है it is not wrong but it may glitch the results. Nayan, you are answering but I don't think you are reading the question properly. Greater than equal to less than equal to कुछ तो भी चल रहा है. आकाश, when you drop query, then drop जब मैं query पूछ रहा हूँ तो drop it in private chat. See, one thing you will start making this habit now onwards. You have realized by now, like I write it in different lines and SQL doesn't mind it as long as it is proper in syntax and terminated properly. So you should also develop this habit rather than writing everything in one single line. Let's fix these clauses one by one. We know that first clause is select, so one line fixed. Another clause is from, so second line is fixed. And now comes the condition. Now, if I run this, it is going to give me some result and this result is all good. Nothing wrong in that. Actually वही हुआ है जो होना चाहिए था. Reason being, your conditions are like that. एंड कंडीशन अगर मेरे एक लाइन में सारी कंडीशन यूज कर दी, कहीं एंड कंडीशन है, कहीं और कंडीशन है, कहीं एंड कंडीशन है, देन इट विल प्रेफर टू सॉल्व एंड फर्स्ट. सो पहले उसने ये कंडीशन टेस्ट किया, फिर उसने दूसरा ये वाला कंडीशन टेस्ट किया एंड देन फाइनली इट इज चेकिंग दिस और दैट. तो एक्चुअली वही हुआ जो क्वेश्चन से होना चाहिए था, but sometimes it may glitch, so we should mention these kind of things in parentheses, which clearly tells SQL which one to solve first. ठीक है, so that is the right way to do it when there are multiple conditions like mentioned in this question. It says male employees who earn more than 40, So it means I don't need equal to female employees less than 40, which means I don't need equal to here either. And execute. देख रहे हो कुछ लोग निकल गए हैं. ये इक्वल टू साइन प्रॉब्लम है. Pay attention to question. This null represents Anshul, Akash, sorry. See, if लास्ट में ब्लैंक रो आ जाए, कहीं डेटा खत्म होता होगा ना, so it is just showing that इसके बाद लास्ट रो आ गई है. लास्ट रो को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है, which is blank altogether. That's why it shows null. Okay. So I think I did not number this question properly. I picked it up from out of the sequence. So please name it, number it like question 8, so that it is in sequence with you people. Here comes question 9. See this for yourself. Now is the time you should be able to think about कि ये डेटा मांगा गया है किस टेबल से मिलेगा. You should be able to figure this out. Vivek, you have all the liberty to go and view the column headers.
Sir, actually, I don't have the data.
Oh, but you have that
I'll
PDF
view
file.
it after class. Yeah, I do have the PDF file. I have the PDF file for the installation of SQL.
No, not that one. That company database जो PDF मैंने भेजा हुआ है, जिससे देख करके we created this data. You don't have that?
I guess I don't think so. I'll check it.
Just a moment. I'm dropping you the link. You can download it from that link.
Okay, sir.
Here is the link to download that PDF file.
Okay.
So this
Thank you,
is
sir.
these are the tables we are talking about.
Okay.
I got responses from Komal. Badhiya Komal. Fine. Dhananjay. And okay, Ajit. Great. So now you are getting a hang of it, right? This time this query can be addressed by not by employee table or this table or that table. This time it is projects table, right? So details of project, I think all the details will suffice from project table. and the conditions are where the location, P location, oh thank you workbench, saved me some trouble. Location should be Houston, or it can belong to department number 4. So department number 4, it is shown as what is the name of this column in project table? It is dnum. It is represented by dnum. So dnum can be equal to 4. I see only those projects which are either based at Houston or belong to department number 4. Let's do another trick. I can have multiple conditions but belonging to the same column as well. Like this be the case. Your question number 10. So can you think of a way? If you are able to do, run the query, check it for yourself. Is it happening? And drop me the query in private chat, what you have written. Very fine. Dhananjay is quick. Others, I see there are 16 participants other than me. Only 3-4 of you are responding here. What about others? Deepak, Sonu, what is going on? Is it going fine? Anshul, you are getting this, I hope. If there is question, please ask question. I like this. This is being done by Vivek. As soon as he has a question, he switches on mic, and you are very welcome to disturb me. Please do that. Okay, so I did not get it. Wow, Nayan, is it just guesswork? But it is right. अच्छा है. Nikhil, is it just guesswork? Is it just guesswork? I don't think it is working. Ajit as well.
It's working, sir.
देखो कितने लोगों ने ऐसा ट्राई किया है.
No, not working, sir. It's not working.
Told you. Some of you have tried to do it like select asterisk from project where P location is equal to Houston.
So there could be some solution, so we don't have to use P location twice.
I'll come to that soon enough.
Okay. Yeah.
So it doesn't work. Whether your condition is in same column or different column, you have to write two different conditions. Your condition is in same column, which is P location, but you have to write it twice. Otherwise, it will not work. I have to write P location is equal to. Now it is a complete query. I am saying P location should be Houston or P location should be Stafford, and then if I execute this, it will give me a clean result.
There could be if else condition maybe here. I haven't used SQL, so we could have that one here as well.
Let's see. Here is question number 11. Why don't you give it a try? This says something different than previous one if you pay attention. Oh, nice, Nayan. That was quick, nice, and easy. ठीक है आकाश. Very right, Komal. Abhishek, it is on the YouTube channel of Emarticus, but it is not public. It will be shared to only limited email IDs. You will have to connect with your counselor there. Who is your training manager or governance manager there? Which center do you belong to? Which batch? Is it Damini or Vibha? Okay, great. Most of you have got this right. पहले क्या क्वेश्चन था कि ह्यूस्टन और स्टैफर्ड में से कोई सा एक होना चाहिए. दिस टाइम इट इज सेइंग कि ह्यूस्टन और स्टैफर्ड ही नहीं चाहिए. दैट्स वेयर कम्स नॉट ऑपरेटर. आई एम सेइंग P location should not be equal to Houston. This is one condition. And at the same time, I want P location should not be equal to Stafford also. And if I run, now it is showing me only those projects which are somewhere other than Houston and Stafford. Now इसको करने का एक और तरीका था, which I see that there is a certain eagerness in you people to discuss that. I don't know what you have against multiple conditions, but as a matter of fact, yes, there is a better way. Like getting back to question number 10, I am saying select from project where P location is Stafford or Houston. I could have mentioned this like select district from project location where P location is in a set of values. That's where comes in. So there is a keyword in SQL which essentially compares. I am saying where p location is in this set of values. इस set of values में है तो वो डेटा दे दो. If it is none of them, then leave that data. If I execute this, same result. Which one seems better? What do you people say? हाँ, okay. If it was the case like second, जो दूसरा क्वेश्चन अभी 11th आप लोगों ने सॉल्व किया है, like आप कह रहे हो ये नहीं चाहिए, बाकी जो मर्जी हो चलेगा. तो here I am calling it set of values are this, and here not will not work by exclamation mark. I will have to write the keyword not in. Now what I'm saying, I am asking that p location should not be in this set of values और कुछ भी हो. If I run this, same result. If you ask me, in fact, you should tell me which one do you like better, which one you think is okay. Okay, coming to that, देखो, suppose it was question number 10. हमने कहा like Nan is thinking and somebody can prefer to think it like that क्यों मेरे को एक अलग से in और not in का झमेला चाहिए. I know that conditions can be and or, and I will simply just get into this syntax. I will be handy with this and I don't have to worry about anything else. In a way, he or she is right because anyway you are getting the same result. इससे भी वही आ रहा है, इससे भी वही आ रहा है, तो गलत तो नहीं हो रहा है. This is also right. Nothing wrong in that. But see,
Problem can be arrived, sir, when we want multiple columns. Here we have only 2-3 names, but if we have multiple things, then this could be too lengthy.
लेंदी क्या, वो तो यहाँ भी लेंदी होगा, यहाँ नहीं लिखोगे. सपोज यहाँ पर अभी
यहाँ पर सर ऊपर p location इतना रिपीट करना पड़ेगा ना.
अच्छा, ओके.
यहाँ पे जस्ट कॉलम नेम लिखना है.
See, one thing is a matter of elegance, that this looks elegant, no? This looks elegant and clean, at least cleaner than this. If there are 10 locations, it will keep on doing p location, p more location, and like that. Memory storage, not exactly memory storage, but you have pointed others. See, one thing is elegance of the code. When I am writing code and I am hunting for a job, my code should be looking elegant. अगर 10 लोग यही कर रहे हैं और 11वां मैं भी उनमें, तो वो एक नंबर फालतू कैसे मिलेगा? वो एक नंबर कैसे मिलेगा जिससे सिलेक्शन होगा?
Sir, the
Your
one more reason could be the runtime.
there.
पहले वाले कोड में ज्यादा टाइम लगे, मे बी
हाँ,
सेकंड में कम लगे. Okay.
अब की बार लगाया ना चौका. Actually, the case. See, when you run this kind of query, this condition and that condition and that condition, it runs in iterations, in loops. In what sense? And that is actually the reason, because यहाँ पर आपको देखने में पता नहीं चल रहा, because ये भी छपाक से रन हो गई और ये भी छपाक से रन हो गई, because these are small data sets. Actually data sets है ही नहीं, ये तो हमने डमी से बनाया है. When you are really dealing with when you are dealing with huge amount of data, this will run in iterations. Iterations में कैसा, ये first one case, it will run this condition कि हाँ P location Houston है क्या, and if it is true, it is starting to get those rows filtered to qualify. Then it will, just imagine, it will run from the row number 1 to row number last. Then it will go to this. अच्छा और condition भी है, it will go again to the row number 1 and run this to the row number last. क्या अच्छा अब इस effort तो नहीं है, and so on. Think about it. If I have 1 million records and if I have 10 conditions like this, how many iterations are happening? 10 million, right? Are yes or no? It is looping in, looping in, looping in. Whereas this, the mechanism behind the screen, अब ये होता हुआ दिखाई मत नहीं देगा, मेरा पूछना मत के दिखाओ. This will happen in one go. I am asking whether in this row P location is in this set of values. It will simply go and check that location whether it is lying in this set of values, and once it has said true or false, it is done with that row. It will only move ahead. It will not come to it again. You are getting the mechanism? जरा इमेजिन कर पा रहे हो कि वहां बिहाइंड द स्क्रीन सर्वर में गेम कैसा हो रहा होगा. So this is not only elegant one, this is also the efficient one. ठीक है, ओके. तो यहाँ पर हमने वही नॉट इन वाले क्लॉज से किया है. आई डोंट वांट इट टू बी आइटरेटिव प्रोसेस. ओके, कमिंग टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. आई थिंक इट इज 12th. there in the chat. Deepak and Sonu, I didn't hear you today यार. What's up? क्या चल रहा है? You are the people for whom this session is happening. Others should be thankful to these two.
कोई नहीं सर, थैंक यू आएगा तो ले लेंगे सर.
But okay, on a sincere note, चल कैसा रहा है? You are getting this?
सर एक्चुअली सर लास्ट वाला सेशन का प्रैक्टिस नहीं किया सर, वो रिकॉर्डिंग के चक्कर में सर, वही इसी चक्कर में थोड़ा सा डिले हो गया है.
मैं ऐसा करता हूँ, I will arrange these both the sessions कि ये कल आप लोगों को मिल जाए, because tomorrow is anyway.
हाँ सर.
And then there is Saturday, Sunday, so maybe you will get some time to go through it this. And when we return back on Tuesday or Wednesday, we can talk about some more complex queries and fundamentals.
That would be good sir. Thank you sir. Thank you.
Okay, fine.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, the link you have sent me, it's a project description. It doesn't have any tables or data.
That is just.
Project description.
No, it got 2 pages. You can go on second page. Just
Yeah, it has 2 pages, but it doesn't have an.
I'll show you. It is this kind of file. Yes.
1 second, sir. No,
Is it this or something else?
no, sir. It's something else.
Let me check.
Hello.
Let me check. See to it. Oh, acha. My mistake. My bad. I sent you a problem statement of another project. Here it is, this time.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, Akash tried this way. Komal tried this way. And very welcome, Abhishek. Abhishek, your chat is constantly running on private. And finally, Ajit strikes. I was hoping to see this. देखो, a classic case of SQL deceiving you. This question says display the ESSN of employees who have worked between 25 and 50 hours, and it may seem like the right thing to do. That select ESSN from works on table where your hours are between, or okay, maybe equal to sign. We should include 25 and 50 as well. And if I run this query is running. But tell me, is it doing the right thing? Actually not. Just pay attention. If I also include hours to the display, you see what is happening. It has qualified this, which should not be the case. 5 for goddamn matter. ऐसे भी एम्प्लॉयज हैं 5 घंटा काम किया आज तक लानत है. But you see, now this is the most dangerous case. तुमने क्वेरी रन किया, कोई एरर नहीं आया, nothing, you are okay, happy go lucky, and your answer is actually wrong. बाहर. Doesn't work that way. अभी बात हो रही थी that it should not be, condition cannot be mentioned like that in where clause. It should be mentioned time and again. आपने बोला or should be more than equal to 25 and at the same time hours should be less than equal to 50. So I have to mention the same column multiple times and put the condition right. If I run this, now it is giving me clean result. ठीक है. पहले वाले में शो कैसे कर रहा है, उसका लॉजिक क्या है? आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज द लॉजिक. यू आर क्वेरिंग something nonsense from SQL. SQL is giving you nonsense. आपका क्वेरी का सिंटेक्स कुछ ऐसा था which did not make sense to SQL. SQL could have done two things. Either it could have thrown error if the syntax was problem, but somehow the syntax is in place. Now begins the problem. Syntax place में है लेकिन लॉजिक ठीक नहीं है, तो आंसर तो आएगा गलत. वही बता रहा हूँ. These are the dangerous cases.
So why does it happen कि हमने पहले मतलब आर्स मल्टीपल कंडीशंस को हमने अगर एक ही में एडजस्ट कर दिया है तो वो वहां पे रिजल्ट क्यों नहीं आ रहा है?
मल्टीपल कंडीशंस वही बता रहा हूँ. मल्टीपल कंडीशंस इस तरह से नहीं लेगा सीक्वल. मल्टीपल कंडीशंस ऐसे ही देना पड़ेगा. वन कंडीशन and then you will choose the
Sir,
upon
hello.
and or and finally the next condition.
Sir, maybe in previous condition where so few people have mentioned like 25 greater than equal to hours, so उसने 25 को मैच किया होगा hours के साथ, फिर जो hours को मैच किया होगा 50 के और equal to के साथ. So maybe that's why that condition haven't shown any error.
I did not want to go into explaining a wrong query because anyway it is wrong. I'm trying to explain the right query.
Yeah.
So,
correct.
Well, this is one way of doing it. One problem with this is that remember, if there are multiple conditions, they will run in iterations. So again, an expensive process it is going to be. There can be a better way to this as well. For that also, like हमारे पास in and not in keyword है for strings. If I have to match strings like location, Houston and Stafford, I can match them with in keyword and it will match them in a set of values. Now these are numbers. So this is, yes, in a way it is range. So I don't have to mention it like this. I am saying where ours and the keyword is between, and I am mentioning what is the minimum point and what is the maximum point. So I am mentioning between 25 and 50. So it will check this in this range and will result in the same table, same information. Okay, fair. So थोड़ा बहुत this, थोड़ा बहुत that we have seen already. Now is the time that we come down to some calculations with SQL, which brings me to some more functions. In fact, functions abhi aaye hi nahi the. We were just talking about clause. Now we will be coming on to some functions. Before I come on to that, maybe we can take a break. So let's break for some 10 minutes. It is what? It is 8:42 by my clock. So we resume at 8:52. Just please be back in time. See you there. Hi again. Guys, those who are here, please ping in the chat box. Give me a hi. Let me know those who are here. Okay, so well, nice, most of you are here. So we are coming to aggregate functions first. I'm calling them aggregate functions. What are these? See, analysis is, when I say analysis, it essentially means number. Yes or no? What do I do with employee names and employee locations and employee addresses if I don't have numbers? So aggregate function is aggregating those numbers. These numbers are हमेशा क्या क्या होंगे? अरे जितना भी एनालिसिस किया है तुमने, मैनुअल एनालिसिस एक्सेल से, आर से, पाइथन से, if you don't go into domain of machine learning or deep learning, it is always total of something, or it is average of something, or it is max of something. सही बात है, minimum of something, or it is just count some values. And tell me if I am wrong. Isn't this 90% of times the case that you are calculating one of these 5 values? और बचा क्या एनालिसिस में? यही तो है. हाँ, you can be specific that I want to calculate average of something which belongs to only female employees, yeah, only this department people. हाँ, that can be specific. That's where we go into string columns. But what about numbers? We are always talking about these things. तो इन्हीं को हम बोल रहे हैं aggregate functions. I am aggregating some value into a single point representation. So for that we have functions. For total we have sum. For average we get AVG. Max is max. Minimum is min. And count is count. मोड मीडियन, ये ज्यादा शान पट्टी नहीं हो रही आकाश? कितनी बार मोड कैलकुलेट किया है तुमने, बताना जरा. हाँ, ये जो कॉलेज में अपने प्रोफेसर को ठसा देके निकल जाते थे ना तुम, ये मुझे मत देना, पकड़ लूंगा. बीई हूं मैं, मैकेनिकल वाला, द वर्स्ट काइंड पॉसिबली. चलो ठीक है. So let's see some aggregations. Suppose the question be like this here in the chat box. It is asking me to calculate. हाँ, बड़ी लॉजिकल बात कर रहे हैं मालिक मेरे. कह रहे हैं हमारा टोटल पैसा कितना जा रहा है इनके पास, एम्प्लॉय कुल मिला के कितना खर्चा कर बैठा देते हैं हमारा इस महीने. So want to calculate the total salary being paid to employees. So select salary from employee. Asterisk. This would have demonstrated. This should have given what? It will print all the salaries. But now I want these salaries to be aggregated into a single point. And how it should be done? I should be seeing total of salaries. So I want to sum these salaries. And whenever there is a function, just like R and Python, a function comes with parentheses. So the syntax would be always, जो भी function आप use करोगे, the syntax would be function name parenthesis open, argument 1, argument 2, as many arguments it demands, and bracket close. That's it. So similarly, what we are doing here is I want to select I don't want to see the total individual salaries. I want to see sum of salaries in a single point. And if I do this, it gives me the total salary of all the employees. ठीक है. Can you calculate average salary of these employees? Try yourself. You know what function to use for what aggregation? I'm saying calculate average of salary of these employees. Everything is on the screen. You just have to do it by yourself. It is as simple as that. Straightforward. हाँ, अभी सम देखने के लिए बोला, सम किया था, अभी एवरेज के लिए बोल रहा है, एवरेज देख लेंगे. Everything else is same in this query. Okay, try one more question by yourself. Here it goes, question number 14. So this can be in your script file for your later reference. I am saying something but specific to a condition. So you need to aggregate values, but only those values which qualify the condition. Try this by yourself. I think होना चाहिए. Okay, I see some people have dropped the answer. What about others? Vivek, you don't have your machine ready? Vandana, what about you? You are getting these answers? Some people did it right, some people are guess working. Vandana, can you hear me properly? Could you please respond? Gurvita, I don't think I have heard your voice so far. Is it going fine? You are getting this? Maybe just switch on mic for once.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Gurvita. Is it going fine?
Yes, I'm getting the things.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Great. Good to know. See guys, we are in we are in the realm of online media, so I cannot physically see you or come down to your screen and see what exactly is going on. So please be my eyes and ears over there. If you are facing any difficulty, do respond so that I know. I may or may not be able to solve it, but at least I will know. Vandana, it is because some nitty-gritty thing might be missing. Okay, देखते हैं. The count is a little tricky. Tricky in the sense I know that I have to use count. I have to count something from this table, and then on top of that there is condition where it is saying department number should be 4 and I can be done with it. The problem is what do I count? मेरे को टोटल करना है तो मेरे को मालूम है, मेरे को एवरेज निकालना है, मुझे मालूम है क्या आर्गुमेंट देना है, बट व्हाट कैन बी द आर्गुमेंट ऑफ काउंट? Somebody tried fname. Say if I try fname, it is giving me result that in department number 4 there are 3 employees, and as it happens, if I check the data, if I can show you this, I hope it is maybe not very visible but at least comfortably visible. I can say department number 4 there are this, this and this. So 3 is in a way the right answer. होना तो यही चाहिए था, हो भी ठीक रहा है, but count may glitch sometimes. For example, if I tell you that count number of employees in the table directly, I don't want this filter of department for now. I just want to count. I want to directly count how many employees are there. So again, there are 8 employees and count fname is giving me right answer. But what if I chose, by some reason I chose that I can count super SSA? What will happen? If I take any random column and I just carelessly count it, so say I chose super SSN to count the values, it is saying there are 7 employees, which is actually not the case. Can you notice why is this happening? Not duplication actually, Komal. Duplication में see how count will work. बता देता हूँ. Count will work. Suppose तुमने बोला count f name. It will start counting values, that whether there is value. It can be same. That is not a matter. It can be same or duplicate. It will count anyway. If it is a value, it will count it. But what if some value is missing? As it happens, this is the case with super SSN. उसने 7 values count की, 8th value was null. तो उसने बोला only 7 values. 7 ही employees हैं यहाँ पे. But क्या ऐसा है क्या? Employees are not 7. Employees are 8. It is just that value of super SSN is missing for one of those, which is excluded from this count. So that is something which is tricky with count. You should not count anything at random. Then what should you count? ऐसा हो सकता है ना, किसी का लास्ट नेम मिसिंग हो, पता लगा वो काउंट कर लिया. अब ये तो 8-10 वैल्यूज थी, मैनुअली देख ली मैंने जाके. What if these were thousands and thousands of values? I cannot go and manually check which column contains null and which doesn't. What should you choose here? So the thumb rule is the count should be of primary key. In this employee table, what is primary key? We defined primary key, no? When we were creating the data, creating this database. we defined the primary key would be SSN in this column. And that is why these constraints are important. If something is primary key, it cannot be duplicate. One thing taken care of. If something is primary key, it cannot be missing. Just imagine, आप लोगों का data with Marticus. Can I rely on your names? There can be one Akash here and one Akash there. There can be one Nikhil here and one Nikhil there. तो आप लोगों का प्राइमरी की होना चाहिए ना Marticus के डेटा सेट में, which is पता भी है आपको क्या है? What is your primary key? It is. Have you been to Superset? Superset portal का एक्सेस मिला है किसी को? It is the column attendance ID. I don't know if you are familiar with it. So that is what by which we identify you guys. Who is who? So one good way to count is by primary key. So this will not glitch. So this is the thumb rule. You should stick to primary key. Sometimes it may be the case that primary key is you are not able to locate primary key. पता लगा डेटा में प्राइमरी की डिफाइन नहीं किया है किसी ने, तो अब क्यों कौन से कॉलम को मानो? नाउ इट कैन बी एनी कॉलम कैन बी मिसिंग. देयर कैन बी एक्चुअली ऐसा हो भी सकता है. देयर कैन बी डेटा सेट्स जहां पर कोई प्राइमरी की नहीं है. लाइक इफ यू सी इन वर्क्स ऑन टेबल, it contains ESSN, which is foreign key to employee table. Then there is P number, which is foreign key to projects table, but as itself works on table does not have primary key. So if you are not very sure about primary key, you can count asterisk, which means I am counting whole row. I am counting number of rows of this resultant data set. So think about it. Any one column can be missing, but entire row, all the columns of a row cannot be missing, no? I am counting only those. And if there is a row which has all the columns missing, then I should not count it. Sorted? Yes or no? I hope I am making sense. You people are not responding actively.
Hello, sir.
That's good to see.
Hello.
Yes, please.
सर बेसिकली हम यहाँ पे काउंट डी नंबर क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि हमें डिपार्टमेंट नंबर, फॉर एग्जांपल डिपार्टमेंट नंबर जो 4 में असाइन होगा ऑलरेडी, हम वो ही ऑब्जर्वेशंस काउंट कर लेंगे ना. काउंट तो ऑब्जर्वेशंस काउंट कर रहा है ना, रोज काउंट कर रहा है वो.
काउंटिंग ऑब्जर्वेशंस नहीं, ऑब्जर्वेशंस तब काउंट कर रहा है व्हेन आई एम सेइंग दैट काउंट एस्ट्रिक्ट, यानी काउंट रो, काउंट द कंप्लीट रो. इफ आई से काउंट
ओके
डी नंबर, नाउ इट इज काउंटिंग द वैल्यूज व्हिच आर इन नंबर कॉलम. और वही बता रहा था कि डिपार्टमेंट नंबर अगर किसी
so it's counting the values, it's not
no, it is count. No, it is not summing or doing any calculation here. It is just simply counting number of values. Like in the table there are 8 values in,
so if we
these are 8 values, no, it will count these 8 values.
Yeah,
it is only doing that. ठीक है, clarity.
Hello, sir, if I say count department number where D number equals to 4, select count D number from employee where D number equals to 4. If I say this, then will it work?
D number equal to 4, of course it will work. If I am running this, it will work, but this is not the right way to do. वही बता रहा था, you should choose what you count properly. What if D number is missing for someone? It will not be counted.
Okay.
It will be skipped. जैसे सुपर एसेशन का केस था तो वही बता रहा था कि whenever you use count you should use essentially primary key, and if you can't locate primary key, better to count the complete row. Don't rely on one single column. However, in this case it is
सर बेसिकली यहाँ पे जो हमारा डिजायर्ड रिजल्ट है हम हेलो
yes Vivek.
हाँ सर यहाँ पे जो हमें रिजल्ट चाहिए वो डिपार्टमेंट नंबर 4 से रिलेटेड है, हमको वही लोग चाहिए जो डिपार्टमेंट नंबर 4 में है।
हाँ.
अगर वो मिसिंग भी होगा तो फिर वैसे भी वो वैल्यू यूजलेस हो जाएगी अपने लिए।
हाँ यूजलेस हो जाएगी, मैं वही बता रहा हूँ। इन दिस केस इट इज एनीवे वर्किंग बिकॉज डिपार्टमेंट नंबर मिसिंग नहीं है।
यस सर।
इट वुड ग्लिच इफ यू
नहीं सर, अगर डिपार्टमेंट नंबर मिसिंग भी
कॉलम Vivek, in this particular case it is working, the logic is working, the query is working and everything is working. I am saying that there will be cases when you will not be able to locate कि ये missing है या नहीं है, या ये logic fit बैठा या नहीं बैठा। जैसे यहाँ पर डिपार्टमेंट नंबर 4 की बात कर रहा था तो हाँ यहाँ पर ये लॉजिक लगेगा, लेकिन व्हाट अबाउट इफ आई डोंट से कि डिपार्टमेंट नंबर से कुछ चाहिए, आई एम सिंपली काउंटिंग एवरीबॉडी।
ओके सर।
ओके so
the Vivek, the thing is while we are sorry sir for disturbing you. So just wanted to clear his doubt that while working on a large data set, our code should be dynamic. It should not be specific to one column or one row. It should be dynamic. So
my point.
In any way we can use it. So that is why.
Exactly my point. This is called scalability. Your codes and the
actually I was
trying to create the code, they should be universal. It should not stick to one particular question or one particular demand.
Yeah, that's okay sir. Actually I was concerned about this particular question only. That's why.
Okay, that's fair. That's all good.
और अगर सर इस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन में डी नंबर मिसिंग भी होता है तो भी हमको वैल्यू नहीं मिलने वाला है।
हाँ फिर तो मिलेगा ही नहीं।
वो मेरा पॉइंट था। अगर
in that case it will not happen. Okay, then we come down to let's see another trick for count. There comes another question 15th, which says just try it out. You have the table, you know certain things now. Now I want to aggregate number of employees according to some other condition. I am not calling department number 4. It is saying something else. Again, practical thing. Maybe the boss is asking that tell me how many employees have dependents which we have to take care of insurance and medical claim and this and that. Maybe. You got the catch here? I hope. Problem समझ आ गया? Problem समझ आया ना? क्या गलत हुआ है? If I try to select and I say maybe I should count. Okay, let's count ESSN in that table. From table dependent. तो हाँ डिपेंडेंट टेबल में वही लोग हैं जिनके डिपेंडेंट्स हैं, तो पता चल जाएगा कितने हैं। एंड इट इज शोइंग मी अगेन काउंट 7 काउंट 7 दिखा रहा है because if I check dependent table, anyway there are 7 values in ESSN column. It is just counting these rows. It has counted these values, this, and all, and it is showing me that there are 7 values here. But is that the case? Actually, it is not the case. ऐसा होना नहीं चाहिए था ना. It is showing me that there are 7 employees who have dependents, but actually it is the case that one employee has multiple dependents. It should not have been counted multiple times. This employee is again having multiple dependents. This person should not have been counted multiple times. So that's where comes another clause to your help, which is handy in these kind of problems. It is distinct. I want to count ESSN, but only distinct ones. If they are duplicate, drop them from this count. हाँ अभिषेक, वहां पे भी आते हैं. सारा SQL आज थोड़ी करेंगे. फिलहाल मेरे से काउंट पूछा है क्वेश्चन ने, मैं काउंट बता रहा हूँ.
Sir, can we use sir, can we use asterisk, distinct asterisk?
Distinct asterisk will not
Asterisk,
work.
star.
Will not
For
work
all.
because think about it.
Okay.
If you say distinct asterisk, इसका मतलब कह रहे हो कि पूरी रो डुप्लीकेट नहीं होनी चाहिए. पूरी रो तो
Okay.
डुप्लीकेट वैसे भी नहीं होगी ना यार.
Okay.
सेम SSN, सेम डिपेंडेंट नेम, सेम जेंडर,
Okay. Got it, sir.
एवरीथिंग दोबारा नहीं आएगा. हाँ SSN हो सकता है, तो वही काउंट कर रहा हूँ. तो okay, nice question by the way. I hope you people got the idea why I am not using asterisk with distinct. Again it will glitch my answer. मेरे को SSN यूनिक चाहिए थे, वो आ गए. Let's go to another question. Okay, enough about numbers. We have aggregated some numbers. What about strings? Can there be some tricks with strings also? नंबर्स के साथ तो बहुत सारी चीज हो सकती हैं. मिन मैक्स देख लिया आप लोगों ने, मतलब देखे नहीं है पर ऐसे ही हो जाएंगे वो भी. Here it comes something for strings. Now this is again something which cannot be done by your usual trick. This brings us to another wildcard. जैसे asterisk is wildcard for selecting all the columns. We have something to match patterns same way. This question is essentially about that. It says display employee's name who begin with A. तो actually हम क्या कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर? I am trying to match a pattern in the string that it is starting with the letter A. So for that we have select. I am saying select employee. Let's see, अगर मैं F name और last name निकाल लूँ तो शायद दिख जाएगा. कि नाम उसका ए से स्टार्ट हो रहा है, तो from employee, where now I will put this condition. I cannot put it like f name equal to, because it will look for exact name. Exact name is nobody is named A. So that's where pattern matching comes in. I am saying name should be like, and the wildcard is percentage sign. What I mean to say here is that f name should be like this pattern. And what is the pattern? I am saying it should start with A, and then there is percentage sign which represents, then now it could be anything. So starting is by A, everything else can be whatever. Equal to sign won't work, Akash.
सर इसके लाइक ये स्ट्रिंग है ए के अंदर, तो इसमें भी केस सेंसिटिव है या नहीं है?
नहीं, it is not case sensitive. We established that yesterday. SQL does not mind case. You see?
या सर
Same result.
वो स्ट्रिंग के अंदर पूछ रहा था, ठीक है.
Even on the inside the string.
Okay.
So SQL में whatever you are dealing, it can be the functions, clause, the data itself. SQL doesn't mind case. SQL is a nice person. Okay, so we see that there are two employees whose name begins with A, Ahmed and Alicia. But this brings me to another question. Can you sense the practicality of this? I mean to say, who is going to ask you a question like this here? Show me those employees whose name begins with A. Show me those employees whose name ends with I. Yes or no? Unless and until your boss is Ekta Kapoor. Who will ask you to query this kind of data? No, there is practicality of this. You will need pattern matching every now and then, like in the case, here goes question number 17. Check this out and see for yourself whether pattern matching can help here. Okay, I see some responses. Some people. Okay, so well, this seems like I am doing, maybe I am doing something right, because you are getting it. You are getting to it slowly. Very nice. Very nice to see. Simple. I need to select only those employees details from employee table where I have address column there, and I want to search for a pattern which is Houston. So now the key is Houston is not coming in starting, Houston may not be in between. So Houston may or may not be anywhere. So that's why I am choosing what pattern. This address can start with anything. Then somewhere there should be Houston. And after that it can end by anything. I don't mind. What happened? I think screen stilled. Okay, okay. It's working now, I believe. It's working. I'm I'm typing some gibberish. Okay. Sometimes it happens, you know. There are several pros of online sessions with a few cons as well. So this is one of the cons. I'm saying select asterisk from employee where address of the employee should be matching this pattern. There should be Houston somewhere in between. Before that, anything may come. After that, anything may come. I don't mind. Some people thought of this, but pay attention. Some people did it like that. अभिषेक डीलोकेशन तो है ही नहीं कोई एम्प्लॉय मन से बना रहे हो अरे डीलोकेशन नाम की कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन ही नहीं है टेबल में तुम्हारे कहाँ से डीलोकेशन ना डी लोकेशन है ना पी लोकेशन है टेबल तो देखो हाँ द बेटर क्वेश्चन टू आस्क हियर कैन बी हाउ डू यू नो दीज काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स लाइक जैसे लाइक क्लॉज अभी नहीं पता था आप लोगों को दिस परसेंटेज फैसिलिटी यू पीपल डिडंट नो सो टुडे आई एम ओपनिंग दैट trump card also. You people can note this link for your everyday follow-ups. This is by far the most exhaustive tutorial about MySQL. It starts off with very basics right from the beginning, from installation. And on the home page itself, if you scroll down, you will see it shows you help of very popular clause and functions which are used every now and then. And the list is pretty exhaustive. Here it is, like. Let's click on that and maybe, oh. Fair, everybody? All good? With this, I would mark it a day. And then you will receive the recordings, and maybe with the help of recordings, you can have a fair understanding. Practice once again. So rest, relax, revise. I'll see you in coming week again, same time. And Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope it is holiday for everybody tomorrow. So enjoy your day. I don't know about other locations. It is fantastic weather in Delhi nowadays. So Very well. On that note, I take your leave. Bye-bye. And take care, everybody. And yeah, thank you guys for your wishes. Okay. Bye all.